Hi everyone, it's Emily. I'm an old soul and I often find myself romanticizing the past. When it comes to fashion, I tend to do the same thing, and it's very easy to romanticize the past when it comes to inspiring and elegant and magical fashion trends, but we can't ignore the bad fashion trends like some of what we've seen in the early 2000s. Pleated skirts and block heels and from popcorn shirts to workouts and leg warmers, there have been many questionable fashion choices from the past few decades. And trust me, I had a lot of fun compiling these. So in this video, I'm going to round up some extremely cringeworthy trends from the 1980s to the 2000s. Let's talk about the 1980s. They were a decade of bold style, colors, and silhouettes, and heaping amounts of permed hair. So with trends spanning from ripped tights and biker jackets, you had polished, oversized blazers, and poofy skirts. It was one of the most eclectic decades in fashion. So here's a couple of trends that stood out to me. Leg warmers. Is it even possible for someone's ankles and calves to get chilly while working out? It's such a random item of clothing to tack on your legs. If anyone has an answer as to where and why these were a thing, leave me a comment. Next, wearing all of the brightest colors at once. This is such an 80s thing. And I feel like Tim Gunn would have really good commentary on this, and he would say just refine it, cut back, and make it work. The other thing is when you wear 60 rubber bands and it looks like like you're weight training your wrists or something. I don't know if this was maybe part of the workout craze, and these even came back in the 2000s in the shape of animals. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but they kind of make you look a little like a craft project, so that's why these are on my list of some of the worst trends. Next, we have the MC Hammer pants. There is nothing like the crotch of your pants bunching up between your legs. Even the founder can't pull them off. I'm sorry, MC Hammer. It doesn't work. I don't like it. I don't think it looks good or flattering. The next thing is sweatbands. Since when did the act of sweating become trendy? It's funny to think about someone trying to improve and accessorize an outfit, and the answer is a sweatband. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. The next thing is the whole sweater tied around the neck. I'm not sure what the point was here. Why wouldn't you just take it off or put it somewhere? I don't know. Somehow not having a place to put your sweater became a trend. The next thing is acid wash jeans. To me, they just look wrong. I mean, I usually get mad when my clothes get bleached in the wash. Maybe this could be done right, but I think the whole splattering across the jeans, I'm not too much of a fan. Next, we have the 1990s. So styles popular in the 90s, just like fashion trends of just about any decade, reflected both the old and new ideas. So because of the beginning of the internet, some styles spotted often in the 1990s, like mod sunglasses and plaid outfits, were reminiscent of the 60s. And other styles like patent leather and nylon clothes symbolized a more futuristic view and a look forward of what people thought of the year 2000 and the new millennium and what would that bring. So here's a few trends that stood out to me. Tiny color tinted sunglasses. I think maybe this had to do with the futuristic view of what the new millennium would look like, but there's something with the obscurely micro-sized sunglasses that just make the face look extra large, so not really a flattering look. The next thing is blossom hats. This is something I just discovered while doing research, but I didn't know this was really a trend. I guess it sort of has Full House vibes, so it must have come from that, but I don't know. I'm not too much of a fan, but let me know if you guys know where this came from. The next one is t-shirts over long sleeve shirts. I used to do this if it was cold and I really liked the t-shirt. I mean, I haven't thought to do it since maybe the 2000s. I was born in 95, so yeah, I did experience this trend. But I mean, you can really just wear a really cute jacket rather than layer your shirts. The last one I'll mention for the 90s is parachute pants. And you can't find them in any subtle colors. They only come in extremely bright shades of neon. I guess one benefit is the lightweight nylon has you prepped for an afternoon of falling from the sky, but other than that, I think you could leave them at home. Sorry, parachute pants. If you grew up in the 2000s, you may have noticed some of the trends coming back. I was born in 1995, and the decade still feels like it happened just yesterday. I grew up watching Britney Spears and her music videos and watching The Hills. So for me, 2000s fashion trends are even more nostalgic than those of the 80s or 90s. The velour tracksuit. I don't know, guys. I know Kim K is trying to bring these back. I've seen it on her website, on the Skims website, and I was almost a little bit tempted to buy one. But I did stop myself, but I think they're just pretty terrible to wear in public. They're probably really comfortable. But I remember when everyone had one and they'd style with a cami underneath and, a logo bag. And if you were really cool, you had a pair with the words on the butt. I think it's much more attractive to be a little more subtle than that. The next one is super low-rise jeans. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, this originated from Alexander McQueen, who I love, and his Bumpster pants. But I think we need to leave this one on the runway, especially when the thong and or belly is hanging out. They're not the most flattering on everybody. The next thing is trucker hats. The fact that we took fashion inspiration from truckers kind of says it all. So, you had the Von Dutch to your own, do-it-yourself airbrushed hats that you got off the boardwalk. This was another trend that I think we learned to live without. The next one is artful sunglasses in the late 2000s. Shades were made during this time to obstruct your vision altogether. Very artful, but not super practical. And any sort of fashion that halts your everyday functioning should just be abandoned. Next, we have lace-up shirts. So these, the ties were everywhere during this decade. The bust of your shirt, the sides of your jeans, the fly of your pants. It didn't matter if it was totally impractical. It had this bohemian 70s vibe. I hope it doesn't come back. I think it looks a little cheap. The last one I'll mention is the barely there sequin shirt. Part shirt, part reflective gear. I don't know if you're trying to ride a bike. I guess this is, the perfect top if you're trying to ride a bike at night or exercise in. But these sequin shirts seem to serve many purposes if you need something reflective, I guess. Not my favorite. I don't think they're super elegant or subtle, and I think there's better ways to show off your body without being so obvious, and more subtle ways to make a statement. So that's it for my trip to the past. I think we see a common theme around these worst trends. They just aren't really practical. And I think practicality factors into timelessness and elegance. And that's what I would like you to take away from all of these bad trends. Along with a little nostalgia and reminiscing, comment below if you'd like me to do more videos on fashion trends. Subscribe to my channel and click the bell to get notified when I upload new videos every Friday. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day. I'm also wearing the Phoebe top from my summer collection, so I'll put a link in the bio for you guys to shop. It will be available end of May, beginning of June, somewhere around there.